artificial intelligence has been the buzz lately, and there's a lot of fear around it. Is it going to take your job? Is it going to steal our data? Should we be worried about identity theft? It seems like every day there's a new issue related to it in the news, and it's flooding our timelines. And here to break down the buzziest conversation I feel related to AI's entrepreneur and founder of Streamlytics, Angela Benton. Angela, thanks for joining us. You've been in the tech world since 2007, and one thing we know about technology, like life, it changes every second, including where we are with this AI conversation.
Absolutely.
But what we wanted to do in the show today is specifically break down one of the things that has caught my eye the most, the number of scams now because of AI. Tom Hanks just shared on his Instagram that there's a generated image of him that's being used to sell a dental plan. That is not Tom Hanks. That's an AI version of him. And he had to come out and warn people. ABCnews.com published a piece on a case in Spain where young girls were sent AI-generated nude photos of themselves, terrifying them because the pictures aren't real, but it looks like them. People will believe it's them. People will go in, maybe buy this plan thinking it's Tom Hanks. But you see this coming so fast.
So what a lot of people don't know and realize is your personal data also includes your images, your voice that you're posting on social media. And AI literally cannot work without data that trains it. And so this is something that's...
But all of our data is out there. So we have trained it. It is trained, and now it is using what we unknowingly, in some cases, have provided.
Unknowingly, but it's being used unconsented is the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. There's a lot of big tech companies that are essentially scraping all of this data on the web. It could be stuff from Wikipedia. It could be your own personal images. It could be your kids' images, and they're using it to train AI.
But it's also now, there was a story about a woman in Arizona getting a call that sounded just like her daughter.
Terrifying.
Even down to, she says, her daughter inflection, saying she'd messed up, and she was followed by a man's voice making threats and demanded $1 million to let her go. Following the 911 call and frantic efforts to reach her daughter, it exposed it to be a scam. I don't know how many of us would be clear-sighted. We get a call, it sounds like somebody we love saying, I'm in trouble. And you hear their twang in their voice, you hear their accent, and it sounds like them. I don't know how many of us are prepared to say, wait a minute, that's fake. We're on to the computer ones that said we have a fake IRS bill.
Correct.
This is something else.
This is something completely different. It's absolutely terrifying, even as a mother, to be able to hear your child in a vulnerable position. It's not something anyone would want to go through.
In Texas, another headline: a man was scammed out of $1,000 when he received a call impersonating his grandson, saying that he'd gotten himself in trouble and needed the money to get out. So these voices are believable. And just to give you a sample of that, you, Angela, created an AI version. So you've heard her talk now for a few minutes. You created an AI version of your own voice. Let's take a listen.
Hey there. I'm Angela Benton, and I'm vacationing with Tamron on Mars. Will you join us?
So that's not you saying that.
That is not me.
You didn't say any part of that sentence.
I didn't. I was experimenting with this AI voice technology. I uploaded video and audio clips, and it extracted my voice, and then I simply typed in a little window what I wanted it to say, and that is the result.
I have a friend who sent me an AI recording of me, and I had to say, wait a minute, I don't remember saying that. It was not me.
And so what's interesting is, as a public figure, you have so much media out where people can easily grab it and do something like this, but this also applies to everyday people
that's what I'm
as
saying.
well.
I mean, I've been on TV for 30 years, but at any point, all they need, to your point, is a little bit of your voice, a couple of pictures that you've posted on social media, and there you have it. So what do we do? And I know that sounds like this giant question, so I don't like asking that, because I sometimes feel helpless myself. So how do you answer, what do we do?
So there is a lot of fear around AI right now, rightfully so, but there are some things that you can do. For instance, like, establishing, don't give any information out over the phone. So this is something that I feel like when people were doing 1-900 numbers and everything that we were kind of trained on, but now it's even more so. So don't give any personal information like social security numbers or even simple things that you may think are like your birthday. Don't give that information out. And then also setting up a code word with your family is also something that's really important. So it could be something that's simple like ice cream or, banana. And then also listen for red flags. I think that's probably
What
the
are the red
first one.
flags you're looking for?
So did you guys notice the different inflections in my voice and the pauses with the AI generated? That's a common red flag that a lot of people overlook.
So the pauses.
The pauses.
I think that's a great point because
Yeah.
again, I think, and not to diminish, we kind of hopefully at this point know giving your social security is not a good idea.
Yes.
But it is that inflection of the generated thing. I have a friend, they were in Hawaii and they called and said they'd lost their passport and he needed me to kiss it. And I said, I need you to FaceTime me. I need this to be. And
Yep.
it was them,
Yeah.
but they will tell you, at least my friend, I sent them to the ringer.
Yep.
I was like, I need to see you. I need to see
Yes.
something, and just really not taking it at face value
Yes.
anymore, which is, again, why, and I don't want to scare people because part of knowledge is power and knowing that this exists, which leads me to my next question with you. You really focus on ethical AI.
Yes.
What is ethical AI?
Ethical AI essentially is consented data. So again, how AI works, AI cannot work without data. But what's happening right now is a lot of the AI is being trained on unconsented data. We have no idea. We probably clicked a little button and signed a terms of service at some point in time, signing up for a platform, and didn't really think that it would lead to something
Sure.
like this. And so what we actually do is we partner with everyday individuals to actually help them upload their data and actually consent and pay them for their data to train AI that we have.
But at the end of the day, what you're saying is just be careful what you click on. A lot of our data is already out there.
Yes.
And to believe that if you keep giving it more, it only makes it better.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, it's a fascinating thing. I know we're going to keep talking about it. Thank you so much, Angela. We appreciate your time. For more information, go to TamronHallShow.com.